Right. It could be fully involved.
They has one time, what happens are, yeah, really it's interesting. No, no. Oh, I don't, you know
Goes.
what? No.
Can I not what were you?
Uh,
Question that. Okay. Good for you.
What's your comment?
Right.
I got.
You got like
Sure, yeah.
now. So,
So,
myself like 2 weeks ago. But with that, yeah, I'm super excited to teach today. Hopefully, get a little something out of it. Maybe that's the hope, right? But yeah, how's everybody doing? I'm good. Good. Yeah. Thumbs up. Yeah. Here. Here. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm good.
actually,
So with that, I'm gonna ask that we all participate as best we can. Respect everybody. Say, let's like try our best to stay focused and try to keep our phones away. Exactly. That's good. That's good. All right. Thank you. Okay. So today we're going to talk about voting. And those elections held 2 days ago, right? Yeah. So did any of y'all vote? No. Later. Nobody voted? Okay. Who's 18? Who's 18? Not me. Oh, you guys didn't vote? Come on.
so,
I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to raise your hand. You agree with it? Are you guys on voting in the future? Okay. Okay. 16. How many are in this class? You know how many? Sounds like 16. This is fair. I should remember
when everybody's here, I said, really, oh, you want, you want, that's good. That's fine.
Okay. Wait, what did we do? 17? 64% second time. 64% of 18. Human capture. Awesome. Okay, so of this class, of everybody in this room, only 64% of you guys voting. Even though you will eventually be eligible slightly. Comparing that to 2024's general election, what's the general election again? Presidential election. Yeah. So you guys are barely above that in terms of participation. It's really interesting. So the goal for today is to encourage you, maybe inspire you a little bit to participate, to vote in your future. So I want to get this percentage a little bit higher. That's okay. So, huh? Threatening you? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's good. Capital punishment? It's good. Okay. So, what are you going to talk about? Identify some qualifications. So, like age limit, for example, or yeah, be 18 and older, right? Second goal, we're going to actually talk about some voting barriers and restrictions to voting. So, number three, we're also going to talk about the importance of voting in different taxes. Okay. We're going to kind of go off this presentation points, and we're just going to have a discussion about it. That's okay. So, general voter requirements. What do we see right here? What's required?
Versus it's a full. Gotta be a resident.
Resident. So in Idaho, you're a citizen and a resident. Okay, so a citizen, you have to be a United States citizen. And resident, for example, think of it this way. In Idaho, you have to be living in the state of Idaho for 30 days or more. Okay. So, like, you're like living back to Mexico. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so when talking about voting, think of it this way: you got federal elections, so the United States, where you live, that's going to be your state, or even your county, for example, which you just had elections, right? Do you guys remember runoff elections? No. So for Bonneville County, like, there's two candidates that got the majority, not the majority. That actually is confusing. They did not reach the majority. So with that, they have to cut off the candidate that received less votes. And so they're going to put a new election in December to finally, I guess, finalize a winner election. So I'm not sure if you guys talked about this. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. What about this one right here? What? Oh, who's the line from the seniors here? Criminal vote. Like criminals that vote? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. So do you think that felons or people in prison should be allowed to vote?
Yes.
No, that's aren't you why?
I think
Why?
what is it? What is the culture? True. This like murder.
Shouldn't felons be allowed to vote? Choose one. Or state of mind. They're gonna be committing great
So,
social.
right, what about the ones who spent the past 14 years preventing from being decided? Who've had, their downfall. Any work. Oh, I've kind of got mixed feelings about it. Like, there's some felons that I feel one shouldn't be able to vote. Like, kind of what Devin was saying with those people with those capital crimes. But there's some things that are considered felonies that aren't as, I guess, huge or important as those. I was speaking with my grandfather. He interviewed somebody for a job as a felon, but it was through something significantly less than, large, unique crimes. So, like, those guys I can see voting, but the big ones are.
Oh, yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that's awesome. So, as far as Idaho goes, though, some of us believe that felons shouldn't. Yeah. In Idaho, you can actually lose your right to vote if you are still serving your sentence.
That's not really sick.
Yeah. Yeah, you can still be a felon after you serve your sentence. You can still do it. So does that make sense? Yeah. So don't go to jail, okay? That's that's the you lose your right to jail, big your hip up. How big the mistake. Okay, we're gonna talk about voter restrictions now. Where you go? So we just talked about apartments, right? Oh, you good? All right, Liam.
He took my chair. This is the something I'm trying to take it out of my myself. It's always the
So I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. Do you think there's a difference between voter restrictions versus voter yeah? What's the difference? Restriction. Oh wait, it's like you do this cannot put like requirement like that be this. What? You said it's a louder. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. Like all of it. Yeah. Like you do this, you can't vote. Requirements that you have to be this. No, I'm calling that requirement are more about eligibility, whereas restrictions are more so deliberate and intentional ways of restricting voter participation. So, all that. Let's hold. You want poll taxes? So we're gonna. Oh, yeah, like actually. Yeah, so essentially, when you go to the ballots to vote, you're required to pay tax before you do so. Do you think that's, what's that, Liam? You don't still have to do that? No. So it's in the silence. Yeah, yeah, tell us about that. Do you know more about that? Oh, you looked at it? Stop water.
doesn't like the southern states require voting, like you had to pay to vote. But
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's exactly right, though. Because in the Jim Crow South, there was a lot of attempts made to restrict the rights of African Americans, right? A lot of times they didn't have a lot of money. So that would restrict us from participating in elections. And the 27 amendments, right? So 24th Amendment, remember that, okay? 24th Amendment was what outlawed. Also, literacy tests. What's that? What are those? So if you can't read, you can't vote. You, yeah, right. Oh, you're exactly right. Right. Do you agree with that? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Are you supposed to vote for which they want to read? They ain't the choice.
Go run the. No, that's great. Well, yeah. Fair enough. So, anybody else believe or believe the opposite?
Well, I think it should be, you know, something like they should have like a basic knowledge test of like U.S. history or like current politics, current you know, yeah. Then
C tests were another way to ban African American voting because they initially started off with lower socioeconomic backgrounds. So it's gonna cut out a large group of people from participating. Yeah, thanks for sharing that too. So a little more currently, present, we have something that's called voter ID laws. We know what those are.
like the current knowledge.
So especially on the state level, right? You have powers and a driver's license, there's some sort of voter ID, right? Idaho has photo identification. So remember that. We're actually going to be doing the worksheet, so I hope y'all are paying attention on that. So, do you guys agree with voter ID law? Yeah? No, we do. What about this other class? You agree? You agree with voter ID law, Sarah? No. Anybody else? Gracie does? Okay. So people might not agree with because getting that identification or some sort of card actually is harder for some people. So that can kind of gatekeep people from rights. Looking back together, okay? And so why should you vote? There's a lot of people that not raise their hand. I asked, are you gonna vote? Why should you vote? I want to hear some thoughts from people we haven't heard from yet. Actually, just try a second. Oh, the numbers up a little bit? Huh. Yes, maybe 8.
Then raise their hand. So,
It's true. Yeah. Okay, Sarah, why should we vote? 6% of you don't believe your vote's gonna matter. It's not worth it to. And if everybody gets that mindset, then nobody's. And then pretty soon, majority might not be heard. So that's when democracy. Yeah.
One vote really comes down to is 270 or 269 votes in the electoral college for president. But that could all have been changed by one person in here voting at the state level for who they want to go and represent them. So,
Oh, that's exactly right. A vote can make the difference, especially on the local level, because the electoral college has got some different rules. But if you fail to vote locally, you kind of lose that right to complain, because a lot of these decisions have to do with school board, levies, bonds, increasing taxes and whatnot. So, do you feel like if you don't vote, you lose this right to vote? Feel that's but yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for your thoughts on that. I think again it's thank you. The goal is to get that percentage up. Okay, so where the goal would be. So we should have talked about qualifications, restriction, barrier, and also why voting is important. So I'm gonna pass out a worksheet, kind of test your knowledge, see if you gain anything from this or not. So get up you how do you
boy, pussy ain't work. Yeah. Sorry, I got it.
and it works out. You get this practice. Sure. Oh, even
You give him a chance to have a baby.
take one.
Yeah.
Where's some help?
Thanks, Roger. Yes.
Yeah, you got this.
In here for him.
Okay, so you can argue this for this, but we're gonna talk about it afterwards. So just fill out that front page. Does that sound good? Right? You have to be persuaded. You guys can share it.
Stay, I'll just still be on there.
Got like 15 minutes to do this.
Il sogno del felice, penso come il no.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, sure. Yep, still on that front page. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yo, to rhythm. Oh, dude. Is it good?
Come on.
Right over.
That's it. Said,
Since 6 7.
hey,
If you feel real, I'm gonna be.
Lord. Easter. Didn't feel real when I did. Really did. So, yeah, man. God.
Thank you.
It's too big. So,
Yeah. None of us there. Oh, we can show our. Right.
GB2 after primary.
Right. Easy one.
Sweet.
So it's just.
All right. Question number one. What does that say? Someone read it off. All right. What is not a voter qualification data? What did we say? What's faster? C? What does that say? C? Much faster than read. Yeah, sure. Yep, no, that's good. That's right.
Something
test. Yeah. All right, someone read that off.
Which amendment?
They're gonna start.
The 24th, but
It's what we're there.
24.
Roll, lovely.
Sweet, thank you. Yep, that's good. And feel free to correct these as we go too. All right, number 3.
What is the
Okay, well, what's the purpose of voter registration?
So where's the fee?
E.
Sure, average requirement, sure.
Make sure you have eligibility, right?
Let's go, we're good here.
Yeah.
Jose?
All right, number 4. Which of the following is an example of voter suppression in US? ID loss? So remember, that kind of be a restriction on this requirement. You guys into that.
My house would be something that should be like two.
Yeah. Alright, you. Alright, number 5. Why do you think voting is considered a right and a responsibility?
We have to do the gym both. Wait, hold on. A right and a responsibility on?
Yeah.
Come on, my friend. It's further. Yeah, like, you gotta.
You don't remember this right here.
Oh, yeah.
What's the difference between right and responsibility? Well, we've talked about it.
They also, right, you know, so, got it, for sure.
So yeah, you certainly do a lot of these voices about you. Thank you, Bryce. Voting is a constitutional right. It's protected for you. So it's a right. It's a responsibility. Meaning that you should be encouraged to vote. Now, we honestly need to in order for others to function.
not right?
What might happen? A bunch of people choose not to vote. What's gonna happen? But I can see where you're coming from. But essentially what I said before is not really rattle. Really your friends, I don't people that
Yes, come on.
Does that make sense? So you guys choose not to vote. A bunch of crazy people are gonna get elected. That's what's gonna happen, right? Does that make sense? Okay, good. All right. So with that, I'm actually gonna turn out some factor again. Right here, go boys.
Yeah, like. There's no real practice swing out.
Voter registration form. Oh,
Yeah. Well, something.
How to say that was. I want a government law. I mean, I didn't do that. You can see how it's happening. So complicated. What about the other people?
I know my eyes. Credit card. Yeah, thank you. Well.
That's me.
You can make it up if you want.
I still want to. Wait, no one. I don't know.
It's killing us. Memorize it.
This is just sort of a practice. You can do it.
That's for yes, Robert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Semantic, quando uma postura.
So right about there was safe by another. All other. No, no.
That's one, two. Oh, it wasn't fun. Forget.
Well,
It's like, for the company.
It's a lot. Bring this in the long, you can go. Jump again. When you upgrade the people, I get the office.
You wanna go outside?
Ew. That's too, I can't, so I'll have to.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty, it's follow directions, right? Do you have any questions on that? No?
no, workout still kind of.
Alright.
So,
So we learned about the importance of footing, know how to register, yeah.
you were jumping around.
No, can you up?
Yeah. Well, thanks for selling. Seven sisters.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we did it.
Oh my
We
god.
have more voter participation. So, 2001. Okay, from the last, we're gonna fill out exit ticket. What? On the back side. This will be individual. Split up by yourself. Okay? Um,
I don't know how to do it. We are under- Stop. Can I go to the bathroom?
Like Grace Hill for
Oh my god.
like that. My government. Make sure. But it's. Let's go. On. That's no.
Like you just mentioned that.
$5. Still, if it's there, $5 and what's up, bro? Be number. Gangster, they can. Be number. I gotta go. Victorino. Yeah. Done. Okay. So, maybe for shit.
That's the machine.
Hey.
Listen, tomorrow, intervention day, if you guys have to be here, use that time wisely to do stuff that you are either behind on or haven't turned in, right? Or the normal Friday assignment. And next week, I will have you guys on Monday. Mr. Turner's gonna teach you guys again on Tuesday. The final will be on the Thursday before the end of the trimester. Got it? Yeah.
Hey, started my issue.
That touch.